こんにちは、ヨカワユキです。今日はですね、先日お送りしましたカナダ人のお友達クリスとのトーク第2弾、パート2ですね、をお送りしたいと思っています。で、今回の話は主にですね、アメリカとカナダの違いについてです。はい、皆さんご承知の通りね、アメリカとカナダお隣同士ですけれども、結構当人たちから見るとですね、まあ、とてもカナダですね、カナダ人から見ると結構アメリカとカナダ全然違うよということで、そんなことを考えてるんだっていうのでですね、面白い話を聞けたかなと思います。やっぱりね、外から見てると分かんなくてもね、当人から見るとなんかいろんな気づきとかあったりしますよね。その辺ですね、楽しんでいただけると嬉しいです。それでは行ってみましょ
う。
Canada and the United States are different countries, and we do
う
have
ん
different cultures, but we also have very many similarities just because we're born from the same roots, the same origins.
う
So there's a
ん
lot of commonalities between Canada and the United States.
うん。Yeah, I'm curious about that. What's the big difference between Canada and America?
Well, I think America has a lot of national pride, and they look at an American as something that they can assimilate from
う
another
ん
culture. So if you come to
うん
the United States and you're German or Indian or Japanese or whatever, you're not going to have those identities anymore. Now you're going to be an American.
う
So you're
ん
going to assimilate into the American culture. You're going to believe in God. You're going to believe in your president. You're going to fight for your country. You know, you're going to have a lot of nationalistic values.
う
Whereas
ん
Canada tends to embrace people's individuality. They embrace the differences.
うん
Um, there's a bit of there's a bit of dishonesty around that too. I mean, not everybody thinks that way, but the public opinion certainly is. That's what the government says. That's what everybody says publicly, is that it's okay to be different. And there's a lot of celebrations and public festivals and events that sort of amplify this and try
う
to
ん
make a very public statement that we accept everybody, you know, we embrace their differences basically. So
う
it
ん
doesn't matter what country you come from, you can retain your cultural identity.
う
And
ん
Canada is just the place that you live.
う
So
ん
Canadian culture is not so strong, it's not so unified. It's more of a, a big smorgasbord or a big you know a big variety of differences. You could think of it that way.
I see. That's really great thing. I mean, that's why I think the characteristic makes the Canada like the popular country to live.
It has some advantages. I mean, I,
うん
I I have my own set of grievances about Canadian culture, but I think that accepting people for who they are, and that to a point that should be encouraged. I mean,
うん
obviously you have to maintain certain standards, certain public standards of how to conduct yourself in public, for example.
う
So
ん
somebody coming from a different country would have a vastly different style of public behavior, maybe.
うん
So you have to enforce certain rules, certain standards about how you're going to conduct yourself in Canada. You can't just let everybody do what they want. It's not
うん
going to be very good because it'll just result in chaos and
Yeah,
people will
right,
not
right.
like it.
うん
But beyond that, beyond those basic rules and regulations, I mean, people should be allowed to practice their
う
beliefs and their values privately and
ん
in their small communities, in their small circles of friends and family.
う
So
ん
that's a good thing, I think.
I see. That's really nice. うん
I figure that a lot of countries can share wisdoms with each other. There's a lot
う
of
ん
things that Canada can learn from Japan, a lot of things that Japan could learn from Canada. If we
うん
combine our different strengths, maybe we can improve ourselves. That's that
う
sort of
ん
thing.
Yeah, right, right, right. Improvement and development. Yeah, yeah. Learn each other.
And you don't have to lose anything. You can keep who you are, but just add to it.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I want to go to Canada again.
Am I giving you a very good pitch?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe I should work for
Yeah,
the
your
government.
presentation is so nice.
I should do their advertising.
Right, right, right.
That's a big issue here is affordability, but if you can afford it
Mm,
and you can, get used to the way we live here, then it's not so bad. It's an okay country to live in. I would say it's not one of the worst ones. It's one of the better ones.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my subjective bias talking there, because obviously I see all the good things that I want from other countries. I don't see a lot of the good things that I already have.
Okay, so do you have disadvantage to live in Canada then?
Well, maybe that's a bad topic. I don't know. Should I say that on YouTube?
Okay, maybe we should stop then.
I mean, like, there's just the democratic government system that we have. I mean, you guys have something similar too, but the democratic system is probably one of the safest to have, I would say. Worldwide, it seems to have the greatest history of success, but it's also very boring, and you just feel like you're wasting your life waiting for things to move forward. You know what I mean? Like, it just takes so long for anything to get done. There's so much bureaucracy, there's so much red tape, and there's so many redos and do-overs. Every time somebody new gets into power, they scrap everything that the previous guy did. So it's just a lot of redundancy and wasted time. And I just feel like, it gets a little bit grueling to put up with day after day. And you just wish that things were a little bit more progressive than they are, and that some of the corruption was out in the open instead of being, so very well hidden by these politicians. But a lot of countries have this issue. It's not unique to Canada. It's just one of those democratic socialist type of things that a lot of people complain about, I guess.
Yeah, probably we do have some issues here.
But you have to wonder, where would you go that's better than that? Where are you going to move? There aren't that many other options available. I mean, like I said, Canada is really not the worst place in the world to live. It's okay here. So just a few tweaks, a few improvements, and I think it could be a very nice country.
I see.
はい。というわけで、今回のお話いかがでしたでしょうか？皆さんはカナダ行きたくなりましたでしょうか？私はですね、はい、ちょっと行きたいなって、また行ってみたいなってちょっと思い始めてますかね。はい。というわけでですね、このトークはですね、もうちょっとだけ続きます。次回はですね、コンビニ事情とかですね、アップロードできたらなというふうに思っているので、ぜひ楽しみにしていただけると幸いです。はい。というわけで、今回もご視聴くださりどうもありがとうございました。チャンネル登録と高評価ボタンですね、ぜひぜひよろしくお願いいたします。それから、感想とかもですね、コメントでお待ちしているので、ぜひ送ってください。では、次のビデオで会いましょう。また。